everyone, it's a brand new video analyzing the thoughts of an Ijimeko. That means bully. Hi everyone, I'm Dee. I like tabletop RPGs and I didn't think of an intro. Feel free to bully me about that because we know deadbeats like it rough, right? Lay fucking mow. Let's get right into bully, but no, there's gonna be a lot of Japanese, and I'm worried that this video is gonna last longer than usual because I don't speak the language, or it'll last way too short because I don't speak the language. It will be a scuff because I don't understand the language. I use DeepL. I use DeepL and Google Translate, and that is my greatest regret in life. Let's get started. You. So catchy. She's dressed up in diamond dust, the lover of the... Already here, we have something to really think about. She's dressed up in diamond dust, and I think this refers back to... already backed up to Off With Their Heads, where she goes, what was it? Naughty boys and girls get chopped up into diamonds, open shop, where she's already talking about turning people into diamonds, where she does her best trying to like lift up and like help teach people, or like have them follow after her, and she's already covered in this. She's also spent probably the evening polishing herself to really spent this time polishing herself to like improving it better. She herself is a diamond that's constantly being refined over and over and over and over again. Okay, let's go. Okay. Coated lashes, soul of ashes. What more can I say? A parade of stomping needles. I don't think anyone has noticed, but TBH, I don't really know what that means. A parade of stomping needles. Here's where we deal with the first loss in translation, and I'm worried that that's going to keep happening. I don't think anyone has noticed. Parade of stomping needles. How much she's treading on herself? What the path that she's going on is like sharp and prickly and painful. I'm thinking this has to be kind of like, you know, when you're walking over like a bed of needles. That's what I'm thinking. That's all I can really think of. A parade of stomping needles. Okay, so people have been kind of sold on the Takamori imagery, and honestly, I kind of disagree. So people, I think, are insistent on the Takamori imagery because I honestly feel that the song Ijimeko Bully, i.e. Bully, kind of actually refers more to her own thoughts and her relationship with her fans. Specifically, she's worried about what people can call the parasitic nature of streamers, because we thrive. As a VTuber, as a streamer, we thrive and live off the goodwill of others and people throwing stuff at us. Loving you, killing you isn't it thrilling? We give you love, and at the same time, you throwing money at us is, in a way, we think of it as killing their viewers. In a way, that's money that you could be using to eat, improve your life, do anything. From the goods you've been spilling, think super chats. Crying and begging a lovely sound. Do you know how many super chats she gets? It's probably sounds either whiny or desperate or needy. Probably a decent amount. Probably things that she might not even read on stream. You know what I mean? Can you imagine how many times has she been asked to be someone's wife? I don't know. I actually don't know. Or like, hi, you know, do you want to get married? Do you love me? Etc. I'll tear at your soul, but you'll still stick around. I will turn you down. I will take this money, but you're still here. And why are you still here? Why are you here? if loving me is killing you.
What I found is a treasure indeed. A friend you can vent to my every need. I'll use and abuse you and never feel bad until suddenly, finally you.
Here it is again. A friend you can bend to her every need, use and abuse you and never feel bad. To continue on as a streamer, it almost feels like abuse in a way. It feels really rough. It feels like bullying. So the imagery of bullying is one that does thrive off the misfortune of another person. To get the money of a bully, there has to be a victim. So I think in talking about bully, she's referring to herself. And then you have to think, who's the victim? Who's giving her all of these goods? Who's buying her body pillow? Who's buying her CDs? Who's buying her body pillow? Who's throwing her super chats? Who's giving her everything they can? Who's dropping $500 super chats? You know? And she has to keep going regardless. Because if she stopped, I think if she stopped and decided to feel bad about it one night, I don't know, would she keep going? But I think she's strong enough, it wouldn't stop her. And that alone, knowing that it wouldn't stop her, might be affecting her in other ways. Okay.
Take my hand, tangle you tight in the yarns, life's fun and I'll do it again. To get what I want, pretend that I'm harmless and actually alarmless is something charming to end.
Oh my god. And here again, I'm analyzing more lyrics. Tangle you tight in the yarns that I've spun. You also have to think how much is she sharing with us? That one, if you think about it, Calli is the one Hololive Ian, or like the one Hololive in general, who almost never breaks character. Everyone I think has broken character at least once, being like, hey, can I share something with you? You've always heard, quote unquote, these inner thoughts. And Calli on stream, more than anyone, I think has never broken. Everything is reaping school, reaping this, reaping that. And I think the most she ever really reveals to us comes in her song. That's how she ends up opening up to us, but in a way it also makes a defense, because you're hearing something that she's edited over and over and over again. I do these one-shot takes because I want you to hear my most honest, realist thought. But when it comes to music, she is editing that. It is exactly what she wants to put out there. There's no slip-ups, nothing. It's all on purpose. There's things that she's spun, and we're all wrapped up in that thread. That like Black Widow imagery is like really evident. Pretend I'm harmless and actually alarmless. Is this something charming to anyone? Is what we're doing charming as a streamer? Is taking people's money charming?
About the connection and death on the die and the one that you love and then making you cry and it's just me after all.
Same shit, different night. It's such a tough feeling to do all of this, and it can make death want to die, and the one that you love and make you cry. It happens every night. At the end of the day, when she does when all these high emotions, all these things happen, all these yarns she spun, all the things she does, it's just yet another stream. Next day, in a couple days, there's another stream, and another stream, and another stream, and another stream, and more people throwing money at her, and more people. Sometimes the same people throwing money at her every stream of that week. I'm exaggerating, but still. We all know that happens. There are people that send multiple super chats in a single month. And you have to think, how many hundreds of dollars being sent there? I mean, I don't show my super chat history for a reason. Hell. You won't actually see me super chatting her because I go on like an alternate accounts to super chat her. I don't really. Here's where I'm gonna get vulnerable a little bit here. As a VTuber, I try not to super chat other VTubers because I don't want it to seem like a clout super chat. So I just super chat as my various alt accounts. So you'll never know. Same shit, different night.
I'll give you fire, kokoro ni kau. Hello, garo, unari kakeru. you. When the curtains finally close and the show's really over, if you glance into my past, it's just nothing new. Lying, conniving, thriving on hate. I'll tell you it.
Oh my god. When the curtains finally close and the show's really over, if you glance at my past, when this is all done, and I think this is all done when the show's really over, if you look into her past, it's nothing new. If you look at her past streams, if you look at past works, if you do any of that, you'll note that all these things, she's just doing the same things over and over. I guess she's also saying that she kind of like repeats her same content, and I think she does the same stuff. She thrives off the haters. She makes the same jokes, and yet you're still giving her so much regardless of recycling things. And she is saying this herself. I think all of her streams are pretty unique, but of course I'm just like another, observer, you know what I mean? When she'll say it's everything was for you. How much of that is true? Yeah, no.
It was all for you. 聞きなさい本当のバラは自分の棘に傷ついたりしないもん
So if you listen in the Japanese translate, it's listen to me, the real Barabbas, you never get hurt by your own string. So Barabbas is, I think, like, this is a biblical reference to the thief that got pardoned instead of Jesus. And this might talk to how she feels kind of like an imposter. I think it might refer to imposters. It might feel like a puppeteer. You never get hurt by your own sting. She's not, the things that she's doing, she's not getting hurt by. Is she saying that she's been absolved of her various sins in the past, and she's able to like do what she wants and not get in any shit about that? But I think that's not necessarily true, because if you think about how Cover acts, there's a lot she can't necessarily say. She's trying to say that the things that she's doing, the strings that she's pulling, isn't necessarily something that she's getting bitten by. If anything, y'all are just giving her more. She's hurting you and killing you and using the money, and there's no repercussions whatsoever. This is why I think there's such a strong tie-in to this theory I have that You're Mori, in the way that the album is called You're Mori, it really talks about the perceptions between her and the viewers. And this song in particular screams to me, this is how her relationship with the various viewers she has that can be a little parasocial be. This is maybe her views on it. And yet at the same time, she can't necessarily feel bad about it, because she's just doing what she's doing, yet you're the one storing the money, and she has to just accept it and just keep going. She can't pause, you know?
You know I want you to care, that I want you to stay, so I swear I won't blame you if you turn away at the end of the day. I will smile and get into this burning and violent.
You know I want you to care, that I want you to stay, so I swear I won't blame you if you turn away. I want you to be here, but I want you to also take care of yourself. I won't blame you at all if you decide to leave and stop supporting me, because loving me is killing you. I will not blame you at all.
I want you to care, that I want you to stay, so I swear I won't blame you if you turn away at the end of the day. I will smile and get into this burning and vile original sin. Hell is the realization you're selfish and drawn to the love and the...
Here again. Hell is the realization you're selfish and drown the love and the self and the helpless. I can see through the say that you wear, and your honest, you promise you'll bite the despair. Hell is the realization you're selfish. She's realizing to herself, like, she is in the underworld. She's in literal hell. And she realized she's drowning in love and the self and the self and the helpless. People are giving her so much. And she realizes that she just has to take it.
And the helpless, I can see through that facade that you wear when you're honest and promise you'll bite the despair. I'll see it again, that I know I'm the worst. Then how can you spend so much love on the person that hurts you?
I'll say it again, that I know I'm the I'm analyzing every line of this goddamn song. How can you spend so much love on the person that hurts you like I do? Oh my god. I don't know how anyone really sees this as Takamori when it's so obviously towards their fans. I guess no one really wants to admit or think about it. But there is a relationship between streamers and viewers that's hard to break.
Like I do, cause inside I can hide that I cannot desert you. And if I'm the world, you surely never stood even a chance at all, didn't you? It's me after all. Same shit, different night. Guess we better let it.
If you're her world, it means you're not on the same level. You never stood a chance to be with her because you idolize her and put her on a pedestal. That kind of relationship will never be equal. She'll always be higher than you. You know what I mean? And that's not on her. That's on you. That's on you for pedestaling her, for giving her everything. If she's your world, you're ultimately smaller. Never going to be an equal thing ever.
I'll give you fire, kokoro ni kau. Hello, garo, garo, unari kakeru. Mata ijiwaru na, tsume wo tatata, katte ageru. Dai, ho, yoi no hao to, urezan kasui ban kara sukana. Don't be afraid. Hiko ne, mou nemuri. I'll give you fire, just keep it to yourself. Hello, the hungry wolf.
I didn't really talk a bit about the chorus before because it's all in Japanese, but effectively it's just saying, she's effectively saying she's a wolf. Garo, garo, hungry wolf noises. That's really it. I'm going to give you fire. Where is it? Etc.
Has come to give you hell. Once again, I'll treat you nice. Think twice before you fall, and smile while you do. Love to me, that's killing you. Garo, garo, garo. Garo, garo, garo. Haze, you.
Thanks, everyone, for listening to my response on this one. I've been Dice Queen D. I stream on Twitch. I have a YouTube. I have a Twitter. Hit me up, subscribe, comment, do whatever you'd like. I've got things to think about tonight.